This module is entitled Dying Well. It's really about palliative care, caring for our clients in the last phase of their life. Um, it's about how we talk about dying. Because if we can talk about dying, it actually helps us to live better today. So the purpose of this module is really, first of all, is to encourage you yourself to prepare for your own death so that you are in a position to help others be prepared as well. And we're trying to help you minister to someone who has been diagnosed with less than 6 months to live. But it really applies to others as well. Yeah. I love this scripture in the Bible, which says, the trumpet will sound, the dead will be raised, imperishable, we will all be changed, for the perishable must clothe itself with imperishable, and the mortal with immortality. And when the perishable has been clothed with the imperishable and the mortal with immortality, then the saying that is written will come true, death has been swallowed up in victory. Where, O death, is your victory? Where is your sting? See, death really is a natural part of life. We all have to cross that river of death one day. It's normal, natural, not to be feared. And facing the reality of death enables us to live life fully in the present. And pastoral care has got a critical role to play in this because many people are afraid to talk about death, and we can help the dying person and the family to have a good ending together. As with what we've been saying all along in this series of modules, we need to be there, listening attentively. Listen to the person who is dying, but also to his immediate family and friends, and the medical professionals and caregivers. You see, we're part of a team providing care for the person. So it's a good thing if everybody's on board. They understand all the issues and agree on a care plan together. Of course, this has to be done carefully and respectfully. Often family members do not want their loved ones to know their medical condition. And in that case, we always respect their wishes. So we only do what I'm suggesting with the permission of everyone concerned. And sometimes they do not know how to tell their loved ones how serious their medical condition is. And if they would like to, we're there to help facilitate this process. So we're trying to create the environment for a good death. And in this situation, the person who is dying feels treated with dignity and respect. The person has little or no pain, and you have helped them to leave clear instructions to close family members about what to do in the final stages of their life and even immediately after their death. We've created the opportunity for the person to speak with his close family members and friends, offering words of love, comfort, sometimes reconciliation, and forgiveness. That's our role. So these are the questions that I often use. I often introduce this difficult subject, with this Bible verse that I read above. Death, and I say death is a part of life. We need not be afraid of death. So I ask them, do you have any concerns or thoughts about your own death? And then I listen and let them speak. This is another question I throw in just to keep the conversation going. If you're no longer able to communicate clearly, how would you like your ongoing treatment to be like? Now that you can tell us, because there may come a time when you cannot say. So it's important that you say now. And have you shared these thoughts with your family? Is there anything you would like to do or say to someone before you pass on? Oh, these can be really meaningful conversations. I'd like to share with you my own advanced care plan, which I've told all my loved ones, and they know. And I say to them, if my health deteriorates to the point where I'm no longer able to communicate meaningfully, and I can't even feed myself or swallow the food that you try to spoon feed me, I've little prospect of recovery, then after a few days, but please no longer than a week, can give some time, keep me alive for a week, give some time for family and friends to say goodbye. But then, please, allow me to die a natural, pain-free, dignified death. And it's possible now. We don't have to suffer. The medical science is such that they can control our pain, and we can die peacefully without pain. I said, please do not continue to feed me through a tube. You can be kept alive for years and years, not being able to communicate just because a tube is, you're being force-fed, but that's not natural. There's no need to aggressively treat infection with antibiotics. Death is a part of life, and if my whole system is breaking down already, no point prolonging my agony. Please do not drain my lungs of fluid. This is, again, a part of the process of death. And don't put me on any life support machines. These machines can keep me alive with no quality of life for years and years. I don't want that. In other words, let nature take its course. You are not starving me to death. It's just the body's natural way of shutting down. Death is a part of life. It's to be embraced. It is like my graduation ceremony. So please, of course, manage my pain. You can wet my lips, make me comfortable, but let me go peacefully and with dignity. We will surely meet again in heaven. I've already signed the advanced the medical directive. All that's part of what I've left for you. And even if you're living in distant lands, please don't feel you must come and pay your respects. I would like my ashes to be scattered in the sea, so that wherever you are in the world and you would like to take a moment to remember me, just go to the seaside. All the oceans of the world are connected. So that's my advanced care plan, and I encourage you as a pastoral caregiver to think through. You can make up your own and tell your loved ones how you would like to be cared for in the last phase of your own life. So a quick summary of this module. Our role is to try to take the sting out of death and to communicate gently that death is a part of life. And really, as we face the reality of death, it helps us to live life fully in the present. We're not afraid. We create this atmosphere of trust, a safe space where people can talk about death. Peace, where possible, we facilitate reconciliation. This is sometimes a very meaningful part of what we can do. And we are part of this whole caring team, family members, medical professionals. We work together as one. And we are aware of what we are all doing to care for the person. Of course, if you haven't made a will, we encourage you to do that so that all the financial aspects are settled. That's an important part of preparing. But this advanced care plan is really important, and you can go to that website that I put the details of here to help you. And the government helps us to do this. This is something really important for all of us. Thank you very much.